Okay, g'day legends. It is Jai, that Aussie Metal Guy here with Crank.com. So today, tonight, wherever you are in the world, it's a great pleasure to get to catch up with one of Adelaide's rising, brightest and busiest bands, Down and Out. Since forming 2019, they've been carving their own lane with a sound that's part pop punk, part rock, part EDM, and all fucking heart. With 3 EPs already under their belt, works with another, huge collabs with the likes of Emmy, Mack, Kellin, Quinn, and as December falls, recently dropped another one with Comatastic as well. I've seen relentlessly touring across the country. They've got a few shows up for the release of their latest single, Guilty as Hell, as well. And today I have Luke to talk all about the band Down and Out. Thank you so very much, my friend.
No worries. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited.
Absolute bloody pleasure, as am I, man. It was really good to come across you guys. I'm extensively down in Adelaide there, catching a lot of bloody gigs. I don't know how the bloody hell I missed you guys, because you have a fucking great sound. Take us back to the beginning. Where did this all kick off for you guys?
All right. I guess the beginning is like years ago. Me and my brother Alec, who's in the band, and the bassist Brad were in a metalcore band with a couple of other people, and that just sort of fell apart. And then me and one of the other guys in the metalcore band were like, "Ah, let's just do some pop punk shit." And then we did like a 5-track demo, and I just like played it to a couple of friends, and they were like, "Oh, this isn't bad." And so then that became Down and Out, and then we played a few shows. Um, and we were like, let's try to like do some more serious recordings. So we hit up Stevie Knight. I don't know if you know Stevie Knight, but he does like RedHook, Stand Atlantic, those sorts of bands. And we started doing a few EPs with him, and that's pretty much that.
Was that would have been the first EP, few EPs as well. All things considered, was the first EP. What was that like putting that one together? And special mention to the track for Adelaide as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it was crazy. Like that was our first time. Like all of us in the band had done demos in local Adelaide studios or whatever, but like they all just kind of sounded whatever. Like we'd never made a like professionally produced, mixed, mastered record. So it was super cool to go to Sydney. We spent I think like a month, maybe 3 weeks doing it. Um yeah, it was awesome. It was summer as well, and I'd never even been to Sydney before, so it was like my first time in Sydney. It was summer. We were doing a record. It was crazy. It was like entering another world.
And you did mention going back about being in a metalcore, and this sound is like a pop punk band, great bloody sound to it as well. Dare say you would have a pretty wide range of influences behind you. Yeah, tell us about some of them.
I mean, like a bit of everything, really. I've
Yep.
been listening to a lot of music for a long time. That's such a dumb thing. I've been listening to music for a long time,
Long
man.
time.
Uh, but like loads of stuff, super old stuff. Like I'm really into like Beatles, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, all the stuff through the 70s, Queen, 90, like 90s, even like 80s stuff, like 80s synth pop. Well, I don't know exactly, like 80s pop, Wham, George Michael, everything through to the 90s, Nirvana, Oasis, Blink, and then the 2000s. Like the 2000s is where like I was sort of like a teenager and I started getting into like getting my own music. It was sort of like emo pop punk, post-hardcore, metalcore stuff. That sort of stuff I was really into and still am. And then like yeah, to 2010s music as well. Like a lot more pop punk in the 2010s, like Story So Far, Knuckle Puck, those sorts of bands. I mean, I'm Bring Me the Horizon as well, a massive influence on me and I think everyone in the band. But yeah, like basically anything that's like rock and roll, man,
Yeah, that's
is
it. Exactly. And your next album, Down and Out, your next EP, pardon me, is a fucking ripping bloody album and features some really cool collaborations there as well on that one, not only with Emmy Mack from RedHook, but Kellin Quinn as well. Tell me a little bit about what it was like making that EP and then those collaborations with those two artists.
it was cool. I mean, like so Stevie Knight, who I mentioned before, we've now
Yep.
worked with him on all the EPs, and so it's just become a sort of really easy process of like co-writing. Sometimes I'll have like some really fleshed out ideas for songs. Sometimes we just start with nothing and write a song from the ground up. So it's always something new and interesting, but it's always fun and exciting. Like I've gotten Originally for me, like the process of making the music was sort of the means to the end, and the end was having the music and being able to play it. And now I'm getting more excited about the process of making it. So that the actual creative process is becoming like a really fun and good thing for me. But like also with the features, that was sick as well. We were basically just doing the EP and we were throwing around like potential ideas for features. And we literally just said Emmy from RedHook as a joke because we like saw her once at a party. Like none of us knew her. Like she was just sort of this rock star on our periphery. And Stevie was like, "Oh yeah, we might be able to make that happen." And so he got us in contact, and then it happened. And also on the song with Emmy, Potter from Stan Atlantic does a guitar solo. So that was just another like, yeah, let's just get this guy to do it as a joke. And then Stevie was like, "Oh yeah, we might be able to make that happen." Um, And yeah, same thing with Kellin Quinn. Like Sleeping with Sirens is a band that all of us have been listening to for years. Like, their first couple of albums were very what's the word? I don't know, instrumental in developing like an aspect of my taste for heavy music. So yeah, that was just it was sort of a bit of a pinch me moment. Like I remember when we got um the masters back for that song, I played it to a couple of friends and they were like, you guys got a fucking Kellin Quinn impersonator on this song? And I was like, no, dude, that's Kellin Quinn.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to impersonate Kellen's voice. He has this just iconic voice. As soon as you know it's Kellen from that first note when he starts singing as well. That would have been fun to kind of work with him as well as a vocalist working because you've done quite a few different collaborations now. It must be fun as a vocalist to do some of these collabs to push yourself a little bit different vocally as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like trying to figure out what I've done on the song or what I need to do on the song in
Yep.
order to make the song fit like more with what their thing is. And just like being able to learn a lot as well from them, like either watching them do it or like when we then get the stems back and I can listen to like the isolated vocal takes and be like, oh, it's super interesting the way they've like done this word or the intonation they put on that or whatever. Maybe that's like something I should focus on more in the future. Not like stealing their thing, but just like trying to make my vocal takes sound more pro.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea as an artist, isn't it? You grow and evolve and kind of you do these collabs and you pick little things, especially off of artists like that. You'd be silly not to learn things, especially with the producer you're working with, the team you've got behind you, some of the collabs you've done. You must be pretty pinching yourself at times, going, man, we're doing pretty good so far, yeah?
Yeah, like yeah, I guess with all things, like those idioms that's like, day by day nothing changes. But like every now and then I have to look back and be like, man, we're really doing it. Hey, like we've come so far in only a few years, really. So it's very easy to constantly be focused on the next thing, the next thing. We need to get to the next thing, whatever. But like every now and then, it's good to look back and be like, it's
It's
going
it's
all right. Hey,
It's hard because there's so many fucking great bands at the moment, and like Aussie bands, like it's at times they find it really hard to kind of break through the fucking Aussie audience at times. The listeners like they do better overseas and have better numbers over there than come back here in Australia. It's oh yeah, fucking check out Down and Out. They're doing some cool things. Who fucking, you know what I mean? Do you feel like that sometimes?
for sure. It's a hard scene to break. It's a hard national scene to break just because. So, from what I'm seeing, I don't know, there's probably like entire genres and whatevers that I'm not really haven't got my finger on the pulse of, but there's sort of like the Triple J indie rock whatever, and then there's like the Australian alternative music scene. And the hit to shit ratio in the alternative music scene in Australia is like crazy good. It is a ridiculously difficult scene to try to stand out in because most bands are really quite good.
Yeah.
Um, but I think, yeah, once you can break that, it makes getting overseas a lot easier.
Yeah, and it pays like to do the work that you guys are doing, like dropping the EPs consistently. I suppose there's a lot of fucking hard work and you got to be real professional about it and then playing shows and getting over to fucking all over as many shows as you can when because it's hard in Australia. It's not like the US where you can be a full touring band and fucking play all the play all the time here in Australia. You got a few states you can do, 6, 7 shows or whatever, and then you kind of fucking you're done. So doing the work that you guys are doing, like going to the big sounds, dropping these EPs as well, must really kind of help push the numbers up each show. You get a couple more coming along, selling a few more shirts, reaching out to a few more people as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a big country. You basically got to, and we, until recently, we would like drive from, like Brisbane to Sydney, for
Yeah,
example, or like Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Adelaide, sometimes even Adelaide to Sydney, which is like 16 to 18 hours in total. But like it just ended up becoming like because also you got to play shows mostly on Fridays and Saturdays, so that leaves you with like, 2.5 minutes to get from one city to the
I
next.
know, dude.
And so you're driving all night, you're not sleeping, and then like 2 weeks into every tour, like I would get a throat infection and then we're just cooked. So until recently we were doing that. Now we're flying more, which, it hits the bank a bit harder, but
Yeah.
it's worth it to be able to get some sleep and be able to put on the best shows possible. So, and like whenever like expenses like that come up, I just think like, who gives a shit? Like I'm sort of living the dream. Like I'm touring playing rock and roll music. Like just do whatever it takes to get it done, man. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what your fucking dreams are and what you want to do in life. You're not going to fucking achieve it by sitting on the sideline and not getting amongst it. And that's why it comes back to also people, supporters and fans of bands and people, fans of music in general need to fucking like understand all this kind of stuff as well. We live in this society where it's, oh, just streaming on Spotify, but buying
Mm.
albums and getting along to shows and really fucking supporting your scene is the one way we're going to keep this fucking strong and bands like growing and the industry growing in general. The more we like, I know it's great to have your music up on Spotify. You love a band, I'm guilty of it, but if you love a band, go buy the fucking album, go buy the shirts, go buy the latest EP from you guys, Sunk Cost Fallacy, which did drop in January. Tell us a little bit about that one, man.
Sunk Cost Fallacy. So what we would have recorded it at the end of 23, released it January 25, because throughout 23, I think we were doing the singles throughout 24.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's a 5 track. That one we got kind of weird on. So we did like the first EP was like straight up pop punk, and then it
Yep.
got a little bit off, like not off the rails. Like we got a little bit weird with it. We were like, I don't want to do just like pop punk again. But it's
Yeah.
been done for 20, 25 years. And then yeah, Sunk Cost Fallacy, we got a bit weird with it. There was like sort of like an almost hardcore song. There was sort of like a dance punk song, kind of like a Shake It by Metro Station type of thing.
Yep.
And then there was sort of like two more standard pop punk songs, and then there was a more like acoustic, chill, ballady kind of thing, but ballad, but not lame, hopefully.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. Man, I love a good fucking ballad. You got to have one of them songs every now and then that kind of grab on your heartstrings a little bit. You can kind of fucking scream along to as well.
exactly, yeah. It was nice to just be able to write some weird stuff, experimenting with some real weird sounds and samples and ideas.
Yep.
Um, and then like on the current EP that's coming, so I don't know if you've listened to Guilty as Hell, that came out yesterday,
Yeah.
and we recorded that in April. So that this next one is more of like a focused sound. It's basically just like we wanted to really just make it. I don't, it's so hard for me to describe. I don't know if other people have this issue or if I'm just annoying and pretentious, but I find it hard to describe genres these days because
Yeah,
like so
dude.
much.
I
Yeah,
feel you, bro. It's like it's getting worse too. And then cunts like I'm in the media game, so I'm like I struggle at times. And now we're like chucking in like, oh yeah, this is a pop punk grind, black death, and you're like,
yeah,
I'm just fucking confused now, dude. It's good, it bangs, it rocks. What the fuck? Why do we got to label everything?
that's exactly that. Yeah, that's what we were thinking when we were doing this latest EP. We like, we would listen back to a section after we wrote it, and we were like, it doesn't fuck. Let's make it fuck. Let's make this fucking hard.
Yep.
So yeah, and I don't know how to exactly describe it genre wise, but like I guess like and genre isn't a really important thing to me. I just like things that like fucking like they hit me in the chest no matter what it is. Like Charlie XCX's album Brat last year when that came out, I was like, fuck, this is so hard, this is sick. Just things like that.
Yeah, if you like. if you like it, fucking bang it, crank it fucking loud. And I love the little descriptor you've got on Spotify. Speaking of genres, the future of every genre.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the fucking way. Fuck your genres, man. I just thought that was perfect as well. And you did touch on the latest single, "Guilty as Hell," which is obviously the first taste of the new EP coming as well. Tell me all about this track, man, because it's a ripping track as well.
I mean, yeah. So, look, I guess it's, I don't know, pop punk-y for people who haven't listened to it. It's we basically our idea behind the sound of a song is always let's make it just fucking sick, let's make it hit hard, but let's like we want hooks, we want it catchy, we want a ripping chorus that just absolutely soars. That's basically our thought process behind every song. Meaning wise, it's just about the time, I was just fooling around with a friend's girlfriend. So,
Yeah, so I'm
yeah.
guilty as well. Yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah,
look, I've been discussing this. It's important to accept and fucking move forward. Go, man. I've done that. I can be a better fucking person. I admit what I've done. Let's move along.
exactly. Yeah.
Adelaide has a thriving live scene, man. I'm fucking down there all the time, catching gigs, man. It spins me out the quality and the talent of fucking bands we have coming through across every single fucking genre, man. How do you feel about the Adelaide scene, man?
I think it's good. It goes through like waves. Obviously, the 2000s was like massive. It was like the fucking epicenter of metalcore.
Yeah.
And then there were like a few years in the 2010s where we were trying to do the metalcore thing. Maybe it's just because we were playing a genre that was 10 years old at that point, and it was a little bit anemic, but I feel like it's really like there's a lot of bands, there's a lot of gigs. The venues is a bit of an issue now, especially with
Yep.
the cranker going through its whole thing. It's hard to find like 150 to 250 cap venues, but bands wise, it's going pretty well.
Yeah, that's at the Ed Castle, didn't they move that fucking temporarily up there for now? It is hard to find that, especially like so many fucking bands coming. Not like you got the international bands coming and then all the Adelaide scene trying to put on shows. It doesn't feel like there is enough venues at times, you know what I mean, to kind of put on some of these shows, especially some of these smaller ones, especially you got the Jive, I think, there and a
Mhm.
couple of those other ones. You guys have a show coming up at the Low Life Basement. I haven't really fucking actually gone and checked that event out, man. That's on September 12th, though.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. We played there last year as well. I think it's got a cap of like just over 100, and we sold it out last time,
Oh,
which was like wild. So hopefully that happens again. It's cool. It's on the corner of Perry Street and another street that I think has four letters in the name.
yeah.
And it's like there's a building called the Rhino Room, but it's like
I know where it is.
underground.
I
It's
know
the
where it is.
basement.
Yeah, I know where
Yeah.
Rhino Room is, dude. Oh, I can, dude. I fucking okay. I know where it is.
Yeah.
There we go. I do got to jump on the Big Sound stuff. Got to talk about that. You guys playing Big Sound 2025. What's that mean for you guys to get up there, not only to showcase your music, but kind of get amongst the industry and some of the people on the other side of things as well?
It's cool. It's cool to be asked to do something like that. Um, and like we haven't had heaps of opportunities, I don't think, to like rub shoulders with more industry people. So it'll be interesting. I'm just sort of like going in there with not no expectations, but I'm just
Yeah.
trying to go in there open, ready to meet a bunch of people. Um, you know, see what we can make of it. I mean, we're always we've got some ideas of what we want. Like, obviously more tours and stuff is always good, more support slots,
Yeah.
international things like that. So yeah, it'll be cool to see if we can, I don't know, get any progress made in the way of those sorts of things.
Yeah, I had a chat with another cool pop punk out that's playing up a Big Sound, what Besties as well. So there's some really
Oh
good
yeah,
fucking
true.
bands on that lineup. You got like Big Note, who's doing some stuff, Bad Love. There's some cool stuff across all sorts of fucking genres. Love to get up there one year as well, dude. That would be really bloody cool. Let's jump through some quick fire questions before we fucking do an intro. Get last words to sign out, my friend. First
Mhm.
album you ever bought?
Oh God, it was
Yeah, don't feel bad, man. I've asked this a lot of people. You'd be get surprised some of the responses I fucking get, man. And that's the metal
man.
too.
I got for my birthday a JB Hi-Fi voucher one year, and I went and bought Jet's first album. I think it was called like Get Live or Get Live Live.
Yeah,
Hold up. Let me Google it
yeah,
real quick. Sorry.
I got
Jet
that one
first album.
actually somewhere,
Get
man.
Born.
Get Born, man. Was that the one? Oh, fuck, I can't remember which one. Was that the one with Holiday and that on it, or
I don't think so. No, I think that was their second album. It had, like Are You Gonna Be My Girl,
that's the
Cold Hard Bitch,
yeah, yeah,
one of a song with DJ in the title or something. Yeah.
yeah. So the song with DJ. Oh, when I done radio, dude, they wanted me to pick a DJ name, and I'm like, anything without DJ is cool. Our first concert you ever went to, mate?
In Excess in 2007.
Fuck yeah, man. Cool as fuck. Dream artist you'd love to collaborate with.
I'll say, oh God, Charlie XCX.
Nice, man. Describe down and out one sentence.
The dumbest people you'll ever meet.
Absolute legend, mate. That was down and out. Thank you so much for taking the time with me to chat about your journey and the music. Everybody go check out the EPs they've dropped. They have dropped this new single, Guilty as Hell, which is coming from a forthcoming EP. These guys are absolutely unreal. You got to keep your eyes on them. They do have an upcoming showcase at Big Sound 2025. I will get you to plug the shows, other shows you have coming up as well. They are playing September 12th at the Low Life Basement, which is near the Rhino Room. Now I know. Everyone get along, support these guys. Last words, shout outs, thank yous, and plugs, man.
Yeah, so we're doing the headline show at the Rhino Room on September 12th, and then a week later, September 19th, we're doing another headline show in Melbourne at Shot Kickers. We're also playing Catastrophe in Sydney at the Crowbar, same weekend as Big Sound. Oh man, what else?
Punk goes
Um,
Disney.
yeah, it's the Punk Goes Disney night. Yeah,
Cool,
we're
man.
doing originals with one Disney cover. The two headline bands are doing full Disney covers though, so if you're into that, then that's for you. And then we're doing another show in Adelaide on the 26th of September. Um, Support show at the Adelaide Uni Bar.
Fuck yeah, everybody go get some down and out, chuck them in the stereos, crank them loud. The neighbours are going to want to hear it too. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.